Proof of work in cryptocurrency explained. Whether you're new to cryptocurrency or you've been doing research for a while, you've most likely heard the debate between proof of work and its counterpart, proof of stake. Over it, some investors think the proof of work is better, and while it does have features that aren't desirable, it was the very first consensus mechanism, and the big bad Bitcoin model still uses it. In this video, we are going to explain what proof of work in cryptocurrency is. Let's get started. What is proof of work and why it's still a leading model for the crypto community? So first, let's examine how consensus mechanisms work. Because we must first grasp what a consensus model is and why it is necessary in order to comprehend what proof of work is. A single person or machine is granted control over the entire database in a typical database system that stores information, such as medical report cards. They are exclusively responsible for the database on keep, deletion, and addition of new patient records. In actuality, no one else has usage of it. Technically, they have the power to deactivate your account at any time or claim that you owe them $10,000. In the case of the blockchains, this is entirely different. This system is self-governing since it is a distributed ledger, which means no one person could take control of it or make modifications. Instead, the network's proper operation depends on the contributions of all hundreds of thousands of individuals who utilize it. The other members of the network who are checking them would swiftly expose them as a scam if one person claimed that you owe them $10,000. The first advantage of a consensus model is this. You need a trustworthy, equitable, real-time effects, and transparent process in a dynamic system like the blockchain to guarantee that transactions are carried out, legitimate, and that the network has reached a consensus. Now, there were a lot of words there, but if you're wondering what consensus means, it basically means that everyone is in agreement. Basically, if Bob pays Alice $10, we want to ensure that everyone is aware of what actually occurred and that Bob's account decreases by $10 and Alice's account increases by $10. One technique to ensure that everyone has access to the same database and that they come to a consensus is to require proof of work. Now, everyone using the blockchain has access to a record of those medical records rather than just one individual. They keep their own records of what occurs. In this way, the data is accessible to everyone and cannot be manipulated by a single authority. To ensure that everyone is on the same page, you must find a way. That is how we use the distributed ledger. Everyone has a record of their own, but how can we ensure that everyone has the same record? Now that we have a better understanding of what consensus mechanism is, let's explore the proof of work that addresses the issue of everyone having the same record. If you conduct a search for proof of work on Google or another search engine, you will learn that the Bitcoin network uses proof of work as a consensus method. It is a consensus mechanism, to be sure, but there is much more to it. Technically speaking, a proof of work algorithm or system is one that makes a major effort to prevent or eliminate unauthorized usage of computational resources. Proof of work, which was introduced on the Bitcoin network in 2009, was created to address the issues of double spending, which, if left unchecked, might pose a serious problem for cryptocurrency projects. What is double spending? You may be wondering. Therefore, suppose Bob has $10. In essence, we want to prevent Bob from giving Alice $10 and then giving Sally $10 as well, despite the fact that he only had $10 to begin with. Ensuring that this doesn't occur is one of the duties of proof of work. While this is simpler on a centralized system due to the central authority, or in other words, one person can check and make sure that it didn't happen by looking at their records. It is much more challenging and harder to solve this problem on the blockchain where millions of people have their own record. Double spinning on a network is harmful since it creates multiple coins, lower the coin's value, and thus renders the money unpredictable and worthless. Individuals can earn real money on these networks by trading or mining, and the market is flourishing with a 24-hour trading volume of almost $50 billion. But keep in mind that a block is resolved roughly every 10 minutes and that there is a transaction limit for each block. Therefore, during busy periods, the cost of sending money over a proof-of-work blockchain can be very expensive, sometimes even exceeding the amount of money being sent. As an illustration, you might try to send your friend $10 but are required to pay a $20 transaction charge, making the total $30. And lastly, a problem of proof-of-work consensus is no penalties. On a blockchain network, the proof-of-work consensus now serves as the sole administrator or central authority. Additionally, those who violate the rules of a traditional authority or administrator in charge of a database will face harsh punishments. Sadly, they are absent from this consensus mechanism. Malicious miners are not really punished harshly, and this allows them to commit more offenses, except by raising the cost of trying to add blocks to the chain or stopping them from trying new blocks. However, there is a punishment in proof of stake for nefarious attempts to make false transactions. And once more, you can view the film at the link below if you're interested. However, let's discuss several proofs of work-fueled projects as this video draws to a close. Because proof of work also powers a few other networks, including Litecoin, Monero, Bitcoin, Cash, Dcash, and Zcash, in addition to being the exclusive mechanism on the Bitcoin and Ethereum networks. Proof of work is also used by numerous cryptocurrencies because it resolves the consensus and double spending issues. Therefore, consensus techniques have shown to be very useful in preventing double spending, which is a major issue, and maintaining the stability of crypto networks. Proof of work has various advantages and disadvantages, but it's currently very effective. Is proof of work in cryptocurrency well explained in the video? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to our channel Metaverse for more videos like this. Thank you for stopping by to watch. See you in our next video. Bye!